What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Marcus. Really just decided to make a video because I ain't had nothing better to do. So, I guess the topic of this video will be, alright, let's just say my coming out process. When did I learn or realize that I was trans? The answer to that one is quite simple. I think I've always known. Best way that I can really describe it, my whole life, this internal image that I had of myself has always been male. That's how I always saw myself. That's how I pretty much always carried myself. You know, as a kid, um, growing up when I was little, I guess you could say I was a tomboy or something like that. But, and it's cute when you're little. They're like, my parents were like, oh, it's probably just a phase. She'll grow out of it. No, this is who I am. So I would say they probably got a little concerned when I didn't grow out of it. I never wanted to wear girls' clothes. I never wanted dolls. I wanted the cowboy and Indian set. Give me Legos. Give me anything. Trucks. Guy stuff. So, you know, I don't know. That was growing up. So I I get to high school, middle school, whatever, and girls, girls. Let me tell you, I didn't have any other way to describe it. I thought I was gay. I just thought I was gay. I thought I liked girls. Um, I went with that. I didn't speak on it because that was just not something that we talked about in my house. Um, my parents hinted at it. They said, well, you know, bullshit like, we'd rather see you with a white guy than to bring home a girl. I'm like, seriously? Okay, whatever. But so I never talked to them about it. I kept it to myself. I didn't tell any of my friends or anything like that. So, boom, get to college, pretty much living the lesbian life. I was a stud, if you want to call that, but I never really felt that role. I can't really say that I felt like a lesbian. I hated the word lesbian. I just said, I like girls. If you want to put a word to it, call me gay. I had no idea um, about transitioning, female to male, transgendered people. No idea. Um, I happened across the term, which pretty much described my life after I came across a video, or not a video, like a documentary or something like that on TV, and I was like, oh my God, that's my story. That's how I feel. And from then on, I mean, that was probably like 6, 7 years ago. I had the knowledge. I learned of um, transitioning at that point in time, but I didn't act on that at that point in time. I didn't even talk to anybody about it. It hasn't been until really just recently, maybe the past 3.5 years, maybe, that I made serious decisions to go ahead and be true to myself, be who I am, and become the man that I've always seen myself to be. Um, my best friend helped me a lot with that. Um, you know, she never judged me or anything like that. When she first met me, she was like, "Oh, that's a girl with a beard. Cool." Um, I mean, like I said, in my last video, I'm not on T or anything like that. I've always grown facial hair. I started growing facial hair when I was in high school, along with like the rest of the guys. But it's not really that cool to be the girl with the beard in high school. So I shaved it. I shaved it. I didn't actually let my facial hair grow out until the past 2 years ago. I just decided, what the hell? I grow it. I want it. Why not groom it? I'm gonna groom it like any other hair on my body. Um, so, that's pretty much been my process up until this point. Um, I think my first order of business really this year is to get my name changed because that's an issue. Uh, I had stopped by the police a couple of years ago, not years ago, a couple of weeks ago, really, and that was really awkward. Um, my name says birth name, but face. So I mean, I was really, really nervous about that whole situation. I mean, it worked out to be cool and all. Officer didn't say anything about it, but that's something that needs to get changed ASAP. I need my ID, my license to say Marcus. That's what it needs to be. So that's my first order of business, really for the year. I want to get that done and taken care of within this first quarter. That's my goal. Um, and then everything else will just kind of play by ear. Can't really think of anything else to talk about right now. I just wanted to make a quick video. Had nothing better to do. Hope you guys are doing great. Talk to y'all later. Peace.